think on the last one I said that it might have been part 3, but this is actually part 3. All right. I'll ask periodically when someone gets on here if y'all can hear the wind so I can adjust accordingly. Okay. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and start the reading. Hopefully, y'all don't hear all the wind in the back because it's hot. Your girl hot. Okay. Out here in this here. Humid. It's humid. Okay. All right, y'all. Give me 1 second. Whew. All right. Guru. For some of y'all gonna become a guru. All right, and let's look at the appropriate definition of what a guru is. Okay. For those who may not know. All right. A guru is a spiritual look at that, y'all. A guru is a spiritual teacher in Hinduism and damn, I need my glasses. I thought I could get away with it without my glasses. All right, in Hinduism and I've never heard of this. Sikhism. It's Sikhism. Okay, or an expert mentor in a specialized field, originating from Sanskrit, meaning weighty, or what is this? Venerable? I gotta look up that word. Venerable? It ain't vulnerable. It looks like vulnerable, but it has an E. Venerable. Venerable. I'll look it up. A guru is a trusted guide who imparts knowledge, wisdom, and guidance. Examples include spiritual mentors and experts with synonyms such as master, guide, and expert. All right, so that's what a guru is, y'all. Now let's look up what venerable means. Venerable is an adjective meaning accorded a great deal of respect, especially because of age, wisdom, long service, or historical importance. It describes people, institutions, or objects that are honored, revered, and often possess an impressive antique quality. Well, that's what a guru is, y'all. All right, isn't that something? I don't think I've ever read that definition. Just kind of knew what it meant, but not really in that full of detail. You about to go pick up something? Girl, I called. They are doing it on purpose. I called support and they did a complaint. Yeah, see, that's exactly. Exactly. You know they are. Bye, girl. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Get back. Ooh, wow. So look at that. I just read what guru mean. And on the back it says a teacher will teach you spiritual lessons. That is amazing. Let me darken it in. That is amazing. I know for one, I'm open to spiritual teachers, but from the right person. You know, I ain't trying to have nobody come to my life to try to teach me something to, their intentions ain't in the right place, or they come to mess up something or be somebody in my life to stab me in the back, all that stuff. And I'm quite sure if this is any part of my life that God will let me know that that person is a good person, and they, gonna teach me something, because everybody can learn something from somebody, you know? Everybody can learn something from somebody. If I get a spiritual teacher, I want my spiritual teacher to be off the chain. Meaning, like, he or she, because I'm not limited to just no woman, because there are men that got some very beautiful spiritual gifts. Okay? They can really teach me something where I can elevate, help me to, like, I want a spiritual teacher that's going to be like, okay, I'm going to show you, okay, God told me the gifts you have, I'm going to show you how to use them. Then I'll be up here moving shit. You know what I'm saying? With my mind, some kind of shit. I'll be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Show me how to, like, like, I know I have gifts, but I don't know how to just do them like that. Somebody who can come in my life and show me how to do it just like that. You know what I'm saying? By the permission of God. You know what I'm saying? However that works. Because I'll be like, God, why is it happening today and then why I can't do it tomorrow? But somebody who's wise and someone that I can admire for their spiritual gifts too, because they, they're a guru. Hey, look how I say I threw that word in there. They're a guru. You know what I'm saying? That'll be very interesting. That'd be very interesting. Okay. Integration. Yeah, God's going to integrate your gifts. Oh, but look at that. I just was talking about how I wish I could. Do y'all hear the air or anything? Just let me know in the chat if y'all hear the air so I can do something different. I put it down here so it wouldn't be up there so y'all could hear. So if anybody can't hear me or the air is coming through there, y'all hear it, please just let me know in the chat so I can adjust it, okay? Because I want y'all to hear what I got to say. Integration. So yeah, God say he's going to integrate your spiritual gifts, like your wisdom and knowledge, with actual physical gifts. I just said that. I just said I wish somebody could help me be like, God is going to even teach a lot of y'all about spell work and how people do it and what they do. But they're not going to teach you like for you to like use it in a bad way. They're going to teach you and open that door in your mind of how spell work works, and not just the words that you speak, because again, spell work doesn't have to be lighting a candle and all that work. That's the spell work can be words, right? But this person that's gonna come into your life, this spiritual teacher is gonna come into your life and teach you spell work. Okay, and I hear in how to defend yourself more when someone comes up against you. They're going to explain to you what spell work is, what the dark arts do with it. They're going to teach you the dark side of things. Wow. Now that's interesting. Ooh, Lord, make sure I'm mature enough. Because I don't want to get in trouble. Boom. You look at me crazy. Boom. Why you look at me like that? Nah, I'm just playing. I would not abuse any kind of power that God has given me. And I know God is going to mature me. Whatever gifts he sends somebody my way, if that's part of my reading, he's going to make sure that I'm ready for it. Okay? And if I ain't ready and I do some fuck shit, I'm going to make sure to say, like, Lord, if I was wrong, don't let it go out. And teach me how to do better. Don't whip me. But that's interesting. Okay? Because like a lot of people I feel like that spiritual, a lot of them had mentors, or they family taught them or something. I don't have a physical mentor. I have God. Everything that I've been taught was from God, my ancestors, and watching tarot, who I took on as my teachers. And the reason why I took them on as my teachers because I saw that they had a lot of wisdom and knowledge, some of the things that they said, terminologies, understanding the terminologies, what it meant, you know what I'm saying? So they opened my mind up to that, you know what I'm saying? So to know about the dark arts, but be mature enough to not do the bad stuff that people do with the dark arts would be interesting to me. I'll be like, oh, like a kid. Wow. And they did what? How you knew that? All right. Heavy drugs. Huh? Oh, I gotta make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing right. Wow. Do you want me to tell them that? Yes. Okay. Jesus. All right. Somebody that's on heavy drugs, okay, that did you wrong, is actually, and I know it's gonna sound crazy, but this is what God telling me. It's actually gonna be your spiritual teacher. The same person that did you wrong, that sent dark shit to you, they learn dark arts. This person's gonna get off of drugs. They're gonna become your teacher. You're going to teach them the things that you know, and they're gonna teach you the things that they know. So you're gonna teach them the light aspect of things, and they're gonna teach you the dark aspect of things. Y'all combined, y'all gonna be a bad mofo. Whether they become your person or not, they're gonna be your teacher. Okay, for some of y'all, some, not all. And this does not have to be your fake flame. Just want to put that out there. This does not have to be your fake flame. The person that is on heavy drugs, this does not have to be your fake flame that's coming in out here for some of y'all. Some of y'all family members is on heavy drugs. So a family member could be coming in to teach you the dark arts. Okay? They're going to be happy to see you. I hear this person miss you so much and they so sorry. They so sorry. But they have become a master in this art form. Okay? It will set you free. Because your comprehension of life and things, spiritual gifts, how to use gifts, is going to set you free. It's going to enlighten you. It's going to open you up even more. I hear it's going to bust you wide open, meaning like spiritually. You're going to be like, wow, you're going to be so fascinated with all of the teaching that you're going to get. Yeah, this was also one of your bullies. Yeah, it could have been your family, a family member that was one of your bullies going to come in and teach you. But they're going to respect you because they see you just as good at what you do as they are. They're gonna put some respect on your name. They're gonna be like, damn, I had shit. I was like, if you can't beat them, join them, because you's a powerful motherfucker. Damn. I was battling you in the damn spirit with my spell working. Your ass was whipping my ass. They're gonna have respect for you. This person is very powerful. Okay? They're very powerful, but they didn't know you were just as powerful. You shocked the hell out of this person. They like, damn, you made them take a seat. Get a glass of water. Like, wait a minute, let me get a glass of water, wipe my face, and let me go back in. Boom! Oh shit, I need some more water. You was handling that ass. They was handling your ass too. But you just kind of like handed them theirs. Okay? They respect you for it though. Okay? It says, say a firm hell no. So I hear God saying, don't let the wrong person back in, though. Because they're going to have, oh, goodness gracious, they're going to have three to five people coming to you talking about they your spiritual teacher. They going to have 3 to 5 people talking about they your spiritual teacher. They come to help you. Girl, boy, y'all need to stop. God said, use your discernment. God said, you gonna know who it is. He said, but they're gonna have about 3 to 5 people talking about God sent me. And I hear some of these people that's gonna talk about that your spiritual teacher are your stalkers. Some of them just want to get close to you, just be in your presence. Even if they lying, they want to just be like, I got this close to him. I got this close to him. They kind of like your fan, but they your haters all at the same time. I just want to see how they smell. I just want to touch their hand. I'm going to accidentally touch it. I just want to be in their energy. I'm going to lie and say I'm their spiritual teacher so I could just be like in their energy. They're going to fake it till they make it till some of y'all might believe them. And they're going to fake it till they make it say, so well, what you do is, and you're going to be like, huh? People funny. All right, singer. There's a singer that likes somebody. There's a singer that likes somebody. Okay? You will know when they come into your life. I hear they haven't come into your life yet. Okay? Cynthia's mama. Somebody named Cynthia, their mama is going to be laid to rest. Okay, they've been putting shit on you. They've been doing shit. Some of y'all done had hoodoo, voodoo, all kind of shit coming from every east, west, south, and north, all over the place from different people. Been trying to hit you left, hit you right, hit you from behind, hit you from the front. Okay, but God had your back. All right. Your name could be Megan. Somebody named Megan could have been coming up against you, and you defeated them. They pissed. Dead in their grave alive. Yep, these people that have been coming up against you, like the Cynthia's mom. I hear you humble whoever is Megan in your life. You humble somebody named Megan. But the Cynthia's mom, when I said they was going to, be dead in their grave, pass away, here you go. We go to confirmation for that person. On the back, I have first cousin or cousin's dad's side lied on you and stole from you. They going to jail. Okay, your first cousin on your dad's side lied on you and stole from you. They going to jail. I hear they gonna lose their kids too. I hear for some of y'all, their unfit mother is what they gonna say, or unfit dad, because they did this and they didn't have to. They was hateful. Yeah, for a lot of y'all, God already told y'all leave y'all past behind. But there will be some people before you really rise up and become more of a spotlight in the public eye that's gonna be there before you become that person in the public eye. God's gonna tell you that some of these people in the past will be with you in the future. Not a lot. Not a lot. I hear it's 2 or less. Maybe a possible 3, but 2 or less. For a lot of y'all, it's only gonna be one person. Okay? Dance. Yes, when you see what God has in store for you, it's definitely gonna make you want to dance. You are self-made, handpicked, driven by the Most High God. You walk alone, but never alone in the spiritual realm, even though you may be alone in the physical. You never walk alone, even though you seem like you're alone. Once you bind it to the devil, these people in the past, a lot of people that's come up against you, they want you to be bonded to the devil, okay? Along with some of these corrupted military soldiers, authorities, whatever rank they are. They was playing mind control, mind manipulation with your mind to have you crazy behind some money. Your sister ain't shit, she a loser. We done had that before. She jealous. She's a hater. Leave her in the past. Your child betrayed you. For some of y'all, your child, you're going to find out betrayed you. Yes, your child was mind manipulated and mind controlled and led in the wrong direction. But at some point, he could have or she could have told you something about what was going on. I do hear that they said that he or she could not tell you anything, but what God was telling them was something different than other people were saying. Tell your parent, I'll cover you, and they didn't do it. They wasn't listening. They wasn't listening. But the Most High God is gonna deal with that. Don't do it. Yeah, some people from your past gonna be trying to come back into your life. God say don't do it. If he ain't tell you to do it, don't do it. I have maybe some of them will be with you, like I just said a few minutes ago. 1 to 2, possibly 3 people, but I see mainly one person. Maybe three, but definitely not all. Maybe three. That's not even like the really God say that's not even really a good number because it's so little for most people. He said just focus on one person to zero. And the reason why the three is impossible and maybe 1 or 2 is because he doesn't know yet if he want to let the second and or the third person come back into your life. But he know for sure there's possibly 1 to none that's gonna be in your life. Okay, everybody's situation different. Last ex's dad came up against you, has some type of connection to the this satanic cult. This dad could be a part of the military, sent his soldiers behind you to get you all FA and FO, but he FA and FO when he came up against you because God put his ass in his seat and made him stay there. Okay? There's a crooked lawyer that knows about your money and has had their hand all up in it. They will be exposed, they will be barred, lose their license, and they will be going to jail and paying fines. Also giving you your money back. You will be free. You're gonna have freedom again. Don't lose hope. You will be able to enjoy the world again. Because God's gonna put a lot of these people to death. God's gonna put a lot of the ones that's been coming up against you to death so that you can live a free life. And he have to do this because some of them just not gonna leave you alone. Somebody in your past smoked weed is dying. And I swear I didn't look at this word, but I literally just came out my head and then I looked at the card and I just saw this. Okay, I was literally look back. I was looking up. I hadn't even looked at the back, but that's confirmation. Somebody who smoked weed in your past is dying, and it ain't from smoking weed. You may have blue eyes that's watching this. They're beautiful too. Wow. You may have blue eyes that's watching this. If you have blue eyes, this should resonate with you. Y'all, I found out, I said on my old videos, my eyes are dark brown. Like when you look at them close, around my eyes are blue. I was like, I got blue brown eyes. That's pretty dope. Because just looking at them, they just look black. But if you look at them close, they dark brown. They got blue around it. My fake flame had blue around her eyes too. All right. HIV. Someone in this cult, I hear a cult leader. A cult leader has blue eyes and currently has HIV. Okay. I hear this cult leader know they got HIV. And this group of people, they do a lot of sexual activity. They literally spreading this shit around to everybody on purpose. They spreading this shit around to everybody on purpose because they know they about to die. And they one of them selfish people like, well, I didn't win, and if I gotta die, everybody in this cult gonna die because I'm the leader. They want the whole kingdom to go down with them by the ways of HIV. You're gonna be a business owner. I hear that this person with the blue eyes that have HIV owns a lot of businesses, and some of the businesses that they own, they've been living off of your energy to get. Ooh, excuse me. This same leader been sending monitoring spirits, okay, to monitor you and all the things that you're doing, and you can't fart before if they don't smell it. Or should I say, when you fart, they smell it. Yeah, this person is a warlock. This leader is a warlock. And most of everybody that's in their cult are witches. Okay? So that's what you've been coming up against. And they got witches in every area code. That's why God got to bring a death to them, because they're not going to leave you alone. They wicked. See, the dark people, the dark, when I say the dark people, I'm talking about the dark spirits, the devil, the evil people. They don't like to lose. So even if they lost, you could literally sign a contract. Okay, this is what you got to do with this time frame. I'm gonna let you have my child to do this and this and that for this time frame. And after that, if you don't be able to accomplish this, then you gotta leave my child alone. Give them the money that they supposed to have. Da 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 da. And these people in the dark arts that's evil be thinking like, oh yeah, that's an easy target. We gonna lay this mofo to rest. But then they didn't really know who you was. And then they trying to come up against you, and they start getting their crew in it, because they one person like, well damn, I ain't know I thought I could take them down like this. So they start cheating. And cheating is like, it's supposed to be you and another person going up against each other, but then that person couldn't take it down, so they send somebody else, and they send somebody else, and they get the mind control, the mind manipulation. Then they get the gang stalkers and all that trying to bring you down, because that's how powerful you are. They had to take all them people, gang stalkers, family members, I'm talking about all them people in different area codes, to try to come up against you to take you down. That's how powerful you are. They cheated. That's called cheating. And even though God saw them cheating, God still, okay, let me show you how powerful my child really is. Okay? And see, now they done lost, and they still won't leave you alone. Because in their mind, they think about a narcissist. Well, narcissists don't like to lose. Narcissists don't like to admit and say they failed. They don't like to take accountability. So you thinking about an evil-ass witch or warlock, whatever, however you want to say it, who done lost and cheated and still lost. Instead of them just backing up and giving you your credit, they ain't gonna give you no credit. They still trying to figure out how they can bring you down when it's all said and done. It's all over with. You lost. God let you cheat and you still lost, but you still don't want to let it go. You still won't leave that person alone. You didn't brought cities and states up against my child. My one child. You done got your witches, your warlocks, you done went to the high priest, you done went to the damn witch doctor, you done went people all in your cult, you done call them up, hey, everybody, this city, all these cities. Today's thankers. Thankers, yes. Thank God. You done went to all these different people in the cult that's connected in different cities and states. And you done call them, I need you to do your voodoo, I need you to start doing this, and then you got all these people coming up against you for this person just to win, and they still lost, and they still can't accept it. Even though they cheated, they would not. I can still do it. I can still do it. Why? All this time, all this cheating they did, and it's done. And they still trying to do it. Guess what? People dying around them. People getting sick around them. People losing their mind around them, and they going, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. People losing their job. People going to prison. They still, come on, y'all. We can do it. I'm going to call such. We can do it. Okay, and everybody around them saying, you done lost. Let it go. You lost. Leave it alone. But they so ego-based and so prideful, they do not want to take the L. So God gonna have to lay them to rest. Cause God, like, I don't understand. Like you You signed this contract to come up against my child. I said, fine, okay, let the bidding go. It's on. You know what I'm saying? It's on and popping. Let's do it. They saw they couldn't defeat you themselves by themselves. Okay? Exactly. Why would people listen to these idiots? The people in the cult. That person couldn't defeat you. So they start bringing all these people in their crew to come up against you, try to literally make you lose your mind, to make you afraid and fearful, to either want to commit suicide in yourself. Now, this wasn't even a part of the contract. They're supposed to fight you spiritually, right? And take you down. They were supposed to try to do a death, a death spell, and you was out of there. To them, it was simple. This motherfucker, they came up against you, baby, and they couldn't take you down. They kept trying. So instead of them telling their crew, I've been defeated. No, they didn't do that. They didn't take the L. They start saying, I want you and you go around them by their job. I want you and you to stalk them. I want you and you to close in. I want you and you to fuck with their car. I want you and you to go where they live and tell lies about them. They did everything they could do to win. And it wasn't even in the contract. So they cheated. That's why a lot of y'all experience all this shit that's going on around you, people trying to come up against you, hitmans and all of that shit. All the things you experienced, it was because one leader who could not take you down would not just bow out with some type of dignity. Okay? They would not let it go. And they still won't let it go. So God's going to have to end their life. Because they won't let it go. That ego and that pride. You gotta realize ego and pride will get you fucked up. If you live in ego and pride and you are one of them people who just don't want to say, okay, you won. You won. Okay. I give it to you. Not a person that's ego-based. They will not give it to you. They won't. Let me see what we got going on in chat. Being proudly is one of the things he detests. Yes. You right. Yes, Tony, that is correct. I will never commit suicide on me for no dirty, filthy wand. Amen. Yes. Then Tony says the one who fell in love with the cat. The one who fell in love with the cat. What you talking about? I don't know what that means. The one who fell in love with the cat. Elaborate on that for me, Tony. But yes, okay? The battle has outstranged him. I don't know what that is. I ain't catching what you're putting out. Okay. Yeah, so if y'all wondering, had this already been done, you've already, if in my readings, if y'all see, a lot of my readings said what? Completed mission. And it came out twice that I can remember. You have completed your mission. You have. And then I know some of y'all like, well, if I completed, why I'm still going through this? Because this leader won't let it go. This leader is feel embarrassed because they said what they can do. Let me see. He fell in love with me because I had been celibate for 26 years. He fell in love. Oh, I got you. I'm thinking of an animal cat. I ain't thinking about the pee. I got you. I'm with you. Good job, 26 years for celibacy, baby. I'm going to be right there along with you, honey. I ain't giving up none of my new. I ain't giving up my new baby because I ain't seen what my new do to people. They had crazy, honey. I tell you that powerful pee, baby, ain't no. Woo! Ooh, when God say he be blessing some of us, he be blessing us with some energy down there, make people stalk you. I'm just being honest. And it's not just the P, it's the person that got the P. It's the energy, it's the love, it's the from the heart. It's all those things wrapped in one. It's not just, oh, I'm, doing some sexual stuff with you. No, it's what you feel in that energy feel. The genuinity when you making love to that person. They get them all messed up. I ain't trying to give my P to nobody. I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. Nope, keeping that shit wrapped up. Put the chastity belt on it. Put the spiritual chastity belt on, Lord. Put the spiritual chastity belt on. Don't take it off. Damn, your whole life you've been. Well, I could see that you've been stalked. Yeah, because when God was telling me, well, when I awakened to the stalking, God let me know, baby, this has been all your life. You just didn't see it. You just didn't know it. Them rapes and molestation that was sent in, planted in your life to happen to you. It wasn't just by happenstance. That was this damn coat. Okay? Many of us that's chosen been stalked all our life. We just did not know it. I mean, we were kids, growing up, and until you awaken, you don't see the world like that. You don't see that, oh, damn, I'm literally being stalked. They got cars following me. You don't see it. You don't never see it till you see it. That is what I tell God about that chastity belt. I know that's right. Yes, put that spiritual chastity belt on me, honey. I don't want to give up my new no more. If I meet somebody, we can't be spiritually connected and be on a whole different level, a deep connection spiritually, which is, like I said, people don't think you could be so connected that you can release spiritually. I'm just being real, without even touching each other. You can. You could deny the flesh and be in the spirit, honey. Do y'all understand that God is a spirit that we talk to? Why you don't think you can do a whole bunch of other things in the spirit? But giving my body and my new up in the flesh, I ain't doing shit. I ain't getting none of this. I ain't gonna let it grow into a beard. I'm gonna groom it. I know that's too much information, but because I've been there. I've been like, I ain't cutting this shit off. What I'm cutting it off for, because ain't nobody gonna never see it again. But I gotta see it. I gotta see it, okay? Them days is gone. I ain't giving it up. It didn't cost me nothing but hell. And I've been seeing what it do when I give it to people. And I done asked a female, and I done asked some exes, and they didn't want. Let me see. It's a great feeling when you go ghost. It sure the heck is. You better believe it. I didn't ask people, and I know this one girl. She told me, "Girl, just don't give it to nobody. There's something with that thing. That thing got something with it. It's powerful." And I just used to be like, what? Like, what you mean? I didn't understand. And I asked one of my ex, oh, it ain't good. It ain't good. And they was like, they ain't want to say nothing. They cut their mouth, baby. They would not come out their mouth and say it wasn't. And I'm like, damn, what is going on down there? What I'm doing? What am I doing to people? What am I doing to people? So child, good on it. Whenever God sent my life, if He sent somebody, we gonna really have to connect spiritually. It's gonna be on a deep spiritual level. It's gonna be intellectual. If they coming in talking about sex, that's an automatic red flag for me. Cause baby, there's so much more deepness you can get between two people than always thinking about what's between their damn legs. Okay? That part, exactly. You want to have a fulfilling, deep connection with people. You want to get to know people, the spirit in people. That's a beautiful thing. If you could see somebody from within themselves and love them, man, you talking about an amazing experience. An amazing experience. Just the atmosphere that they create around them, their aura, their essence, the energy. Even a smile. You can take all of that and pour all of that into you and feel amazing. Amazing. A natural high. Okay? What time is it? 100, exactly. Yes. Cosmic say 100. Cosmic say that part. Amen. All right, beautiful people. I gotta go and I finished the reading today, y'all. I finished it up. Let's see. Okay, let me read the chat before I go. Let's see. Share Bear. Oh, that's a cute name. Share Bear say, can we get Obama back in office where he belongs? We need him, period. Oh, girl, we need. I love Obama. But at this point in the game, I think we need a person that's really strong-minded and that's really connected to God. We need somebody who's more spiritually inclined and understand that we're in a spiritual war, that looks at it from that aspect and can look at it in the physical. And I'm not saying Obama can't, but we need somebody who they know gonna be they know, and it's gonna be a strong no. And they're gonna see the world the way God sees it, so that God can teach them how to make the world better and make it stick. You see what I'm saying? We need somebody who is strong-minded, strong-willed, who not gonna have people putting shit in his ear or her ear to change their mind. I said what I said, and that's it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Period. You know, and not to say Obama wasn't strong. He was a strong man. Respect Obama to you, okay? But we need a different leader. We need somebody that is very spiritually inclined, who can be led by God, who know how to make, when it's time to make the left move and when it's time to make the right move. We need somebody who gonna come up in this thing and cause a whole bunch of chaos to fix it better. You know what I'm saying? Now we need to close this still down. Now you've been cheating people out their money business. Now you're not an honest person, so you cannot. We gotta close your business down. You know, we need honest people that got, you know, businesses. You want to go to a mechanic or a grocery store who not gonna cheat you out your money just because they feel like you dumb and naive, or because that's their business and they can. You see what I'm saying? We need honest people. You know what I'm saying? You can't be truthful to people and treat people with love and respect, and you don't need to have a business. Because the only thing you thinking about is the money. You don't got no integrity. We see where your morals at. Just because you can get over don't mean you should get over. We need a leader like that. We need a leader to see the bigger picture. We need a leader to tell the military, no, you corrupted what you went in there and did in that other country. You did not have to go in there and kill them babies. You did not have to rape them women. You did not have to steal that money. Okay? That's the kind of leader we need. So you can exit yourself the fuck up out of here. Okay? You're out. You're out and you're going to stay out. We need that kind of leader. We need a leader that ain't going to take the money, take the bribe to become a negative leader or a bad leader just because of money. We need somebody going to be like, no, I'm not doing this for the money. I mean, I'm going to get paid because God said I'm going to get paid, but you can't pay me enough money for to go and fuck over the people in the world who need help. You can't pay me, it ain't enough money you can give me to go and start creating more chaos that we've already had. Now I got to come in here and clean it up because the devil then kill, steal, and destroy. Now I got to come and give these people life and life more abundantly. We need that kind of leader. That's the kind of leader we need. All right, beautiful people. Y'all know I love y'all, don't y'all? I do love y'all so very much. I feel it in my spirit and my soul. But this is just love. But don't forget to love yourself. I love you, but do you love yourself? If you don't, start loving yourself today. Pass by the mirror and say, damn, you amazing. Next day, damn, you kind. Next day, damn, you powerful. Next day, you on fire. Whatever it is that you want to say to yourself to make yourself know that you are important and that you love yourself. Do that thing. All right. Love yourself. I love you, beautiful people. I am out of here. Bye. Beautiful. Peace.